Good morning, children. As yesterday we had been discussing regarding accounting equation. So let's take one more question. And the question, as you can see on the screen, invested rupees 50,000 in cash. That means business got cash of rupees 15,000. So let's check the accounting equation. As we all know that cash is coming into the business, hence it should be added to cash at the same time. This amount is called as capital. So this is to be added to capital. So as you can see here that capital and cash both have got added with rupees 15,000. So since it was our first equation, so the balance, that is equation, will be cash rupees 15,000 and capital rupees 15,000, which we already have proved. And this is what we had to prove here. Moving towards the second point. The second point is purchase securities for cash rupees 7,500. Now, what is security? Securities are certain shares, debentures, or bonds. So, basically, since we have purchased securities, so securities coming into the business, and hence we have to add it to the securities. Since we purchase securities, so cash is definitely going out, and we have subtracted this 7,500 from cash. Now, as I have discussed with you people earlier also, that any subtraction should be written in the bracket. And why it is to be written in bracket? Because it is a subtraction that need to be written in bracket, which means that it got subtracted. So now let's check our equation. Cash, which was having a balance of rupees 15,000, when we have paid 7,500, we left with the balance of rupees 7,500. Securities got added with 7,500. So this 7,500 plus 7,500, that comes to 15,000, and here also 15,000 because it did not had any change. So we have proved that 15,000 is equals to 15,000. Moving towards the next point. And the next point is purchased a home. Now here will not take home, rather will take it as building. Although I noticed this error earlier, but I wanted to share with you people also, because home is generally something that is utilized for living purpose and not for business purpose. So instead writing home, we should write here building. Now let's check the answer. Since we have purchased building, as we discussed, that will not write it home, rather will write it building. So now when we purchased building, what is happening here? Building is coming to us for rupees 15,000. So we have added added 15,000 to building. Let's check. I guess there was one more point, and it was purchased a home, that is building, for 15,000, giving 5,000 in cash and balance through loan account, which means we have purchased building for 15,000, for which we just have paid 5,000. The remaining amount is a liability. So what we are supposed to do here is we'll add 15,000 to building, but since we have paid only rupees 5,000, so 5,000 to be subtracted from cash. Now for purchasing 15,000 ka building, if we have paid only 5,000, the balance is 10,000, and for which we have to create a loan account, that is a liability. So it got added to the liability. Now let's check our equation, and our equation will be cash which earlier was 7,500, after making payment of 5,000, we're left with the 2,500. Securities was 7,500, and since there is no addition, no subtraction, it will remain to only rupees 7,500. Building got added with 15,000, so we'll have building worth rupees 15,000. Loan got added with 10,000, and capital was already having a balance of 15,000. So 10 plus 15 comes to 25. Let's check left hand side. 2,500 plus 7,500 comes to 10,000 plus 15,000, 25,000. So we can say that 25,000 is equals to 25,000, and hence our equation got proved. Moving towards the next point. And the next point is sold securities costing rupees 1,000 for 1,500. Here it's a good point. We have sold securities. So since we sold securities going out from the business has to be subtracted. So what we have done here is, you can see here, since we have sold securities of rupees 1,000, so we subtracted this 1,000 from the securities, because securities going out has to be subtracted. But we have sold this securities of 1,000 for 1,500. That means we received cash of rupees 1,500. Now just check here that security was for 1,000, but we sold for 1,500. We have got 500 ka profit. And who will take this profit? Businessman. And any amount of businessman was considered as capital. So now when the amount of businessman is increasing, it will has to be added to the capital. So let's check here. 1,500 added to cash, 1,000 subtracted from securities, and 500 got added to the capital because it's a profit. Profit increases the businessman's fund, and that is why it has to be added back. Now let's check our new equation. And our new equation is cash which was having a balance of 2,500. Once we have added 1,500, will be at 4,000. Securities was having a balance of 7,500. After subtracting 1,000, we're left with the 6,500. Building, since there is no change, will have the balance of 15,000. Loan also did not get any change, so 10,000. And capital, which was earlier for 15,000, after adding 500, will have a balance of 15,500. So 15,500 plus 10,000 comes to 25,500. Let's check here. 15,000 plus 10,000 comes to 25,000 plus 500 comes to 25,500. That means LHS is equals to RHS. Hence proved. Now moving towards the next point, and the next point is purchased an old car for rupees 2,800 for cash. Now it sounds to be a garib business, but we have no concern with that. We just have to take care that we have purchased a car. So car coming into the business and cash going out from the business. So here you can see that we have added to car 2,800 and we have subtracted from cash, because cash going out, once we purchased car, to purchase that car we have to pay cash, and since we paid cash, it is going out and got subtracted. So 2800 got subtracted from cash. At the same time, car since coming, so it got added. There will be no impact on liability side because one asset is increasing and the other is decreasing. There is no impact on any other item, that is neither capital nor liability. So since cash was earlier having a balance of 4000, after subtracting 2800 will remain 1200. At the same time, securities was having 6500 ka balance, will remain same as it is. Building for 15,000, and abhi we have added car for 2800. So 2800 plus 15,000 plus 6500 plus 1200. This should be is equals to, let's check it out, 2800 plus 1200 comes to 4000, 10,000, 25,000, 25,500, and this is also 25,500. Hence our equation got proved. Let's check the next point. And the next point is received cash as salary. So students, it should not be salary, because when we are a business, we do not receive salary, rather we provide salary. So let's make it commission or interest or rent or anything, but not salary. Although I noticed this error, but I wanted you people to realize this, that salary cannot be received by a business, because business generally provides salary. Obviously a business do not take salary. You might have heard in business also. So here now, since we have received commission, as we have replaced salary with commission, so now since we received commission or interest or rent, it got added to the cash because it is coming into the business. At the same time, if you received commission, since you just received commission, you don't need to pay anything for that. And that is why there is no impact on your asset, which means you just received cash as an income, and any income increases capital. So it has to be added back to capital. So we'll add it. Cash which was earlier having 1200 ka balance, after adding 3600 will have a balance of 4800. At the same time, capital which was having earlier balance of 15,500, after adding 3600 will have a balance of 19,100. And remaining, since there is no change, so securities as it is, building as it is, car as it is, and loan also as it is, right? Next we have is paid cash rupees 500 for loan and rupees 300 for interest. Now it's an interesting point. Since we have taken loan from someone, so that person might charge interest. So loan account we already had. Let's check the effect. Loan account since we already had. So what we are supposed to do is, since we have paid 500 loan, so we'll subtract it from loan. But cash 500 for loan and 300 for interest. So cash in total is going for 800. So 800 should be subtracted from cash. Now what is there? 800 got subtracted from cash, but we have paid loan of rupees 500 only. The remaining 300 is interest. Interest is an expenditure to you, because it is an expenditure that you have to make on the loan amount. And that is why, as we already have discussed, that any income increases capital and any expenditure decreases capital. So 300 has to be subtracted from the capital. Let's check it out. Here 800 got subtracted from cash, 500 from loan and 300 from the capital. So we'll have balance of 4800 minus 800, 4000 plus, since there is no change, no change, no change. So this amount will be as it is. 10,000 minus 500 comes to 9,500 plus 19,100 plus 19,100 minus 300 comes to 18,800. Now 18,000 plus 9,000, that comes to 27,000, 28,300 should be the balance. Here also if you'll check, it will be 28,300 and our equation got proved. Moving towards the next point. And the next point is paid cash for expenses. As you can see here, that term expenses is written. That means it will subtract capital because any expenditure reduces your capital. So first effect, it will get subtracted from capital, and since it is paid cash, that means second effect has to be subtracted from cash. So effect, as you can see here, only will subtract 300 from capital and 300 from cash. Let's check it out. Here we go. We have subtracted 300 from cash and 300 from capital. After this, we'll have our new equation. Cash, which was earlier for 4,000, after subtracting 300, we're left with the balance of 3,700. Since there is no change in these points, so same balance to be taken. And lastly, 18,800 minus 300 comes to 18,500. Now 18,500 plus 500 comes to 19,000. 19,000 plus 9,000 comes to 28,000. Just check it out. If this is also for 28,000, your equation have got proved. And moving towards the last point. The last point is received cash for dividend on securities. Obviously, when you have securities, you will be receiving income on these securities, and that is called as dividend. Now, since you might have not heard the word dividend, let me tell you in very short that dividend is the part of profit which is distributed by company to its shareholders. Now, when company gets a profit, it provides you dividend, that is the part of that profit. It will be explained to you all in very detail in business studies. Now see here, since we have received a dividend definitely is an income, and any income increases capital. At the same time, since we have received in cash, it is also to be added back to the cash. So here it will have two effects, add to cash and add to capital. Let's check it out. Here you go. 200 added to cash and 200 added to capital. And this is how we have to show it. Lastly, we'll show the new equation, that 3,700 plus 200 comes to 3,900, plus since these points did not have any change, so as it is. Lastly, 18,500 plus 200 comes to 18,700. Now what we have to show is 9,500 plus 18,700 comes to 28,200. At the same time, this plus this plus this. So this also comes to 28,800. 100. And now since our assets are is equals to liabilities plus capital in total, that means our accounting equation got proved.